know that the question that most of you are asking yourself is Fred coming back to Ghana? Yes, I know I've been gone for so long and I've really missed my farm, all the activities and my daily life in Ghana. But unfortunately, I am not coming back to Ghana. Those locations that you saw there looks pretty nice, guys, and I would choose it over coming to Ghana right now. None of the locations that I'm going is actually on there, but that is a secret, so stay tuned for this video because today I'm embarking on a journey, guys, a journey to discover the roots of the brachiaria grass. You might ask me, what is brachiaria grass? Brachiaria grass is basically a typical grass for livestock feed. I personally believe that this grass is going to be the savior of livestock farming in Africa. If you have a livestock in Africa and you're doing cattle farming, the maximum you can have is about 50 cows or bulls. Once you pass that threshold, you start having problems with people because you have no source of food, and therefore what the cows have to do is just go around and start feeding in people's farm. This has created a lot of problems all over the country, in Ghana, in Nigeria, and so many other African countries as well. And therefore, what is the future of livestock? If you have goat farm, you're mostly probably rearing it at your backyard or in your small, in your house, or even at a small, goat pen. That is not sustainable. That is you trying to do something one or two there to feed your family or to kill when you need some cash, or to sell when you need some cash. But that's not really what is going to feed us. We do import so much meat from outside and even from neighboring countries just because we don't have a way of doing intensive farming. And when I started this channel, I really started it by focusing on intensive farming in livestock. And as I talk about it, I realized that most people are interested in doing intensive farming in Ghana. But the problem is the source of food. We don't have enough capital to go out there and buy processed food to feed our cows or any livestock that we are doing. And therefore, we tend to do extensive farming, which is easier, but remember, we cannot scale with that. And that is why I have taken upon myself to go somewhere and find the roots of brachiaria grass and how I can flood the continent of Africa with brachiaria grass. I want to put this grass and this seed in the hands of every livestock farmer in Africa so that we can stop random grazing, we can keep our streets in Africa clean, we can keep our animals healthy and nutritious, and most importantly, we'll be able to do intensive farming, which is the future and can help us scale and make more money and be productive. And therefore, today I'm going on that journey and I'm at the airport, as you guys can see, waiting for my flights, and I will keep you guys updated as I head on this journey. I don't know what I'm gonna find, but I've made some few phone calls and I'm taking the step and flying there. Who knows? But I promise you guys I'm gonna come back home or to the continent with a lot of brachiaria grass that all of you can get your hands on. So stay tuned and go with me, and I'll keep you guys updated on this journey. Alright guys, so finally I am boarding. So as you guys can see, I'm leaving to Mexico City once again. So there we go. I just arrived in Mexico City. It was about, let's say, 3 hours flight, and it's 3 a.m. so I probably am going to stay at the airport for another 4 hours and then take another flight, which is going to be about 1.5 hours to my destination. Still not reviewing it yet, but you know, getting to my what is it called, gate now. So it was a good ride. You know, I've been flying throughout the night, but had a quick sleep on the plane. Going to grab maybe a Starbucks, so you guys can see traveling very light. I don't know how long it's gonna be, but yeah, I'm very excited for today. Finally, it is time to start boarding. So I'm gonna join the line and wish me luck. Hopefully I get there soon enough. Can't wait. Guys, so I was just handed my boarding pass, and I was asking the lady if, oh, it actually fell, so let me grab it. But so basically that's my boarding pass, and that's my seat number. I don't know if you guys can see, but 17A, and you know, hopefully that gets me on the plane, but if it doesn't, you guys will know. But basically I gave them my passport, showed them my ticket, and they gave me this number. So I'm entering the plane with it, so hopefully that works. Let's see. Good news, guys. So I made it on the plane and heading to my final destination. As you can see, yeah, made it on the plane. So another 1.5 hours of flight, and I will finally be at my final destination. See you guys on the other side. Just exited the airport, trying to look for my pickup and head to my hotel. So let's see who's coming to pick me up today. All right, so what's your name?
Kasul, my friend.
Kasul. So I just met Kasul. Thank you very much for picking me. Which car are we using?
This is right here.
Oh, fancy, guys. That's gonna be our ride. Nice.
Where are you from?
I'm from Ghana. Yeah. Yeah, first time, man. First time. All right, guys. Here we go. Thank you. Let's get in there. All right. So I waited for about 10 minutes, but it was fine. He just arrived and picked me up. So I'm gonna go to my hotel now and chill for a while, and then see what we can do today. I have a couple of meetings set up, so let's see how it goes. But yeah, here we go.
Do you want a beer, water, tequila?
Oh, maybe a beer, yeah?
Corona, my friend.
Yeah, thank you. VIP service, guys. a beer won't hurt after a long trip, so let me cool it down. But thank you. Good, thank you. Benjamin. All right. My name is Fred. Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from Ghana.
Oh,
Yeah.
Africa.
Yes.
Far away.
Very far away. Very far away. But I'm here now, so. All right. That's my hotel. Hi. Thank you. How are you? Good, good, good. Frederick, do you need my passport?
Yes, and you're ready, it's okay.
Right. There we go. So I just arrived at the hotel. Checking in now, and see what's up. Let's see what we have here. Cool. Let's see how it goes. Hello guys, so today is day 2 in Mexico, and I just want to give you guys an update on what happened yesterday. Unfortunately I couldn't film and give you guys any update when I arrived and was picked up by Jose. But yesterday I had a very profitable and productive meeting. I went to a couple of farms and went to the factory where basically brachiaria grass is processed and everything, and it was an amazing experience. I am so glad I came. Like, you know, the investment was totally worth it, because as I said earlier on, this is something that I believe that if we are able to get it in the hands of every livestock farmer, we'll be able to change how livestock farming is done in the continent of Africa. And I don't mind, even if it's as small as in Ghana, I think that will go a long way. That will make protein, which is basically meat, very cheap for everybody to be able to afford. That will even save life. You know, if you go to the news, you see the number of Fulani herdsmen that are killed, and again, even villagers, fights between Fulani herdsmen and communities, that we are actually losing people, losing properties, losing farms, and so on and so forth. So it is very important and dear to my heart, and that's why I'm making this investment. But yesterday after our meeting, we've actually come up with a deal, and we are going to be sending some brachiaria grass to Ghana, you know, latest in the next 15 days. I'm yet to see how like immigration is going to react to that. I'm yet to see how FedEx is going to charge us for that, and consider all that. I know most of you have been reaching out to me on the WhatsApp number below about prices and when are they coming. I want to buy some. I want to make sure that, you know, I have all these figures in place, right, before I will be able to tell you. Lucky for us, we've gotten permit from Ghana to be able to import this seed, so we are good on that. We just need to know what the charges are going to be. When I was in FedEx, I actually asked them how much they're going to charge us to ship a box, which is about maybe 20 kg, you know, and they're charging about $3,000. So that's very expensive. Trying to find other ways of how we can now get the seed from Mexico to Ghana every 3 months, you know, every year before the rain season starts, and so on and so forth. The next thing I'm going to do once it gets to Ghana is actually do a germination test. Right, sorry guys if it's a bit windy, but I'm going to be doing a germination test to make sure that the seed actually can grow in Ghana before I start giving it out to you guys. So I will walk you guys throughout the whole test of what I'm doing, the percentage of germination and so on and so forth, so that when you guys get it, you know exactly what to do and how to plant it. So go ahead and follow us. It's going to be a long education and learning for me and for you guys as well, but it's very important that we make sure that it works before we put it in the hands of people. Even though I've seen all the results here and the impact, there are so many things, guys, that I want to share with you, but it is great news. And the great news is that we are getting brachyra grass from Mexico to Ghana safely, and that deal is closed, and now we can be in Ghana and still be receiving it. If you're now watching me, you're in Nigeria, you're in Kenya, and you're like, Fred, how do we also get the brachyra grass? What we're doing is now we can ship it from here to any African country if and only you have a permit from your country saying that you will be allowed to import this grass here. So wherever you are, just get in touch with me and we'll be able to arrange that. I think this is really a great news, and I know that this is going to change our livestock industry because it has changed for me. So that was the update from yesterday. The good news is that after the meeting, I decided to actually travel to Los Cabos, right? So I am at the moment in Los Cabos. I'm going to spend about 2 to 3 days here, just to, you know, relax and think through everything that has been happening and how I'm moving on this year. But I'll share some updates with you. It is a very beautiful place. If you guys have never heard of Los Cabos, Google it, but I'm going to show you some pictures as well of what is happening here, and so on. But it's a really, really beautiful place. This is the first time I'm visiting. I went to Cancun a couple of years ago, but I loved it, and I want to try this place as well. But that is it for today, guys, and that is it on the journey on discovering brachyra grass to Africa. I'm very happy that we've made this progress and really, really excited about it. So stay tuned if you want to know more about how I'm spending my time in Los Cabos.